It's you, ikaw, me, ako, and ChatGPT again in today's lesson. Hi, I'm Christine. Welcome to my channel, Learn to Speak Filipino. Today, let us ask ChatGPT to give us a sample conversation about introducing oneself. Now, let me share my screen with you as we ask ChatGPT to give us a sample conversation on how to introduce oneself. Okay, so give me an example of a Filipino conversation about introducing oneself. Okay, that is the task we gave ChatGPT. Let us now click send so it could generate answers. All right. All right. So, before I go through ChatGPT's answer, okay, let me just give you a few things on how we will go about this, okay? First, I'm going to read the dialogue or the conversation so that you can also practice your pronunciation, okay? After I have read the conversation, or as I go through the conversation, I'm going to give my reaction to the answer of ChatGPT, okay? And then afterwards, as we finish analyzing the conversation, I'll give some pointers on how we could use ChatGPT to learn to speak Filipino. Okay, so here, let me read it first. Okay, so here's an example of a Filipino conversation about introducing oneself. Person 1. Kamusta po? Ako po si Juan. Anong pangalan nyo? Okay, so kamusta po? Any reactions? Okay, so we say kumusta. Okay, kumusta. And we don't say kamusta. Okay, ako po si Juan. Okay, remember our video when we had the lesson on how to introduce ourselves, then we say ako si Christine, or you can say ako po si Christine. Okay, anong pangalan nyo? Alright, so the use of the pronoun nyo, okay, anong pangalan nyo, is correct in the sense that it is in the context, I think, of being formal, okay, because in the context of talking to a stranger, the task is introduce yourself. So we're thinking that person B, okay, or person 2, sorry, is a stranger, okay? So the translation is, hello, I'm Juan, what's your name? Okay. Again, reaction to kamusta po, and it's translated as hello. Kamusta is how are you, okay? But, okay, in the context, it could go together. Hello, how are you? But we don't have hello in Filipino. So we use also kumusta to say hello and to ask how are you. Okay, so tama, ChatGPT, when it comes to the usage. Okay, now, what's your name? Ninyo, pangalan ninyo. Okay, so magandang araw po. That's the response of person 2. Ako naman po si Maria. Taga saan po kayo? Right? Magandang araw po, okay, is not usually used in conversation. What we do is we specify the time of day, so we can, if you'd like to use the greeting, then you can take note of the time of day. So you can say magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang hapon, or magandang gabi. So we do not usually use the general good day or magandang araw in conversation. We specify the greeting based on the time of day. Okay? Ako naman po si Maria. Okay? Taga saan po kayo? So, the translation is, good day. Okay? Ako naman po si Maria is I'm Maria. Okay? And taga saan po kayo is where are you from? Okay, so there's a consistent use of pronouns referring to the listener in a formal way because of the use of ninyo, okay, here, nyo, and kayo. Okay, so po is used correctly with kayo, okay, to give us the context of a more formal conversation, okay, a more formal usage referring to the listener. So, po is correctly used with kayo or kayo, you plural, even if talking to Maria, who is singular, kayo is used even if Maria is only one, to indicate respect and formality. Okay, so taga saan po kayo? Where are you from? Okay, and then the answer, asking one, taga Maynila po ako. Okay, taga Maynila po ako. Kayo po. Okay, so I'm from Manila. Okay, tama po yon, that's correct. Okay, how about you? Kayo po. And you, how about you? Okay, so again, the correct use of kayo with po. Okay, so person 2 answered, taga Cebu po ako. Okay, taga Cebu po ako. Translation or meaning, I'm from Cebu. Okay, now, person 1 or Juan, his name is Juan, answered, ayos po. Nice to meet you, Maria. Okay, so ayos po, conversational, yes. Okay, ayos is okay, could be translated as okay. So here it's all right. Okay, ayos is more of a conversation. Okay, informal, conversational, but notice that there's po, kayo, and ninyo. Even if Maria is only one, singular, there's the use of plural, you, nyo, and kayo. But Maria is only one. Up to this point, all right, taga Cebu po ako. Okay, I'm from Cebu. Up to this point, okay, the answer or the context of the questions and the answers gave me the context that they are using formality because of the po, kayo, and ninyo. Remember, ka cannot be and must not be used with po because that is natural, conversational, informal. But here, it started with po and kayo and the plural for you, but Maria is only one. But then the context changed because of the answer. Okay? Ayos is conversational, but you don't usually use it with po. And then shifted to, nice to meet you, Maria. All right, nice to meet you, Maria. That's the translation. Ikaw rin po. Okay, now here lies the difference again in context, okay? Ikaw is you, all right? And it is the longer version of ka, okay? So, ikaw rin po. Ikaw is not used with po because it is where ka came from. So, from kayo over here, okay, from kayo over here, ChatGPT shifted to ikaw. Okay? So, ikaw rin po, which is you too. Okay? Nice to meet you, Juan. Okay. Why nice to meet you? Okay? If I would answer that question, I would say it would be easier to shift to English and say nice to meet you because the Filipino equivalent, ikinagagalak kitang makilala. I will repeat that for the sake of the explanation. Ikinagagalak kitang makilala. Okay? That means nice to meet you. That is not used in a conversational context. Okay? Ikinagagalak kitang makilala is used in a formal context. So, it would be acceptable for ChatGPT to simply shift to English by saying nice to meet you because the reply that I was telling you about, ikinagagalak kitang makilala, is used in a formal conversation. Okay? In that case, all right, it's acceptable, pwede na, acceptable, can be accepted or pwede na to use nice to meet you. Okay? However, okay, I would like to emphasize the context that the pronouns were used in ChatGPT's answer to my question or to the task that we asked ChatGPT to help us with, which is to give us a sample conversation of introducing oneself. All right, let me just give you a few things to pick up from this, okay? Number one is the use of pronouns, okay? In Filipino, we use ikaw, the longer version of ka, in order to express how about you, okay? So, when you say ikaw, that gives you an informal conversational context. That means you are of the same level, maybe the same age, the same position of the person you're speaking with. So ikaw and ka takes away the formality. That is why ka is not used with po. When you would want to express formality, you use the pronoun kayo. Okay, so if you want to use the pronoun kayo, it is correctly used with po. Should you want to give the context of formality, then you use kayo even if the person you're speaking with or your listener is only one. Isa lang, only one. So instead of using ka, you use kayo and to end with the polite expression po. Okay, so you use po and kayo. Now here, there is a shift in context. Okay, so we have to understand, okay, that while ChatGPT can help us with vocabulary and perhaps a bit of conversation and phrases to get by, since it is AI, we have to work on our research and we have to practice some more maybe in speaking with people or having conversation with native speakers so that we understand the context of how we use our words in Filipino, most especially the pronouns, together with po, because there lies the difference when it comes to honorifics. There are pronouns that we cannot use with po. So there you have it. Okay, our sample conversation. We asked ChatGPT's help if how we could introduce ourselves in Filipino, and there lies the answer. Okay, so as I have said in this video, ikaw, you, ako, me, and ChatGPT. Let me know in the comment section how this lesson helped you or confused you. Or maybe in the next video, Christine, don't use ChatGPT in our lessons anymore. Maraming salamat. Until the next video.